is Jasmine Mays, and these are my week 6 video response questions. Question number 1, lines 220 through 245. Tell us about the gossip surrounding Dido and Aeneas. Why is their romance considered shameful or gossip worthy? 2 reasons. So Dido is the leader of the Tyrians, and Aeneas is the leader of the Trojan exiles. And so their marriage, their romance, basically signifies the unity of these two peoples. And so that is definitely gossip worthy, as to, whether Jove would sanction this, or just in general, Dido's people having all these outsiders come in and, preparing to accept them into the community. And I think that would be kind of a red flag, especially considering, like, she's refused all these people in the past, and yet she's just gonna, this is the one, like, here is this thing out of nowhere after this vow to herself that she was never gonna do this. Like, what is going on? People are probably, like, so confused. So I think that is what entices the gossip. Not only that, both of them are failing to lead their people. They're no longer considering what's best for my people. They're not thinking about their people. They've forgotten their duty, their purpose. So I think that would also promote some gossip. Question number 2. Why does Hermes argue that Aeneas should leave Carthage to go be the founder of Italy and Rome? Why does Aeneas take the right actions, in your opinion, in response to Hermes? Hermes essentially calls out Aeneas, and he's like, dude, are you really so blind to love that you're just going to give this amazing destiny up? You're just going to let it waste away? Did you forget the duty that you have to your people? He essentially just gives him this reminder of, like, remember who you are. Remember your purpose. This is what you're destined for. Are you really willing to lose that? Have you gone crazy? He's like, what are you thinking? He's just calling him out, and really, it's like an eye-opener for Aeneas, who was, like, under this shield, and it's like the scales falling off of his eyes. And, immediately he's like, oh, I do need to leave. And he starts to plan for that. And I do think that's the right decision. Hermes, he's a messenger of the gods, so this must be the gods' will for him to go and reach this fate of establishing Italy and Rome. And, from what we've read in the past, things typically don't go well when you defy the gods' will. So I think he made the right choice in leaving. I just think his execution was poor. So that leads us to video response question 3. Do you sympathize with Dido's behavior on page 978 through 980, or does it disgust you? Is Virgil intentionally portraying Dido in a negative light? I don't see Dido negatively throughout this whole book. I pity Dido. She's widowed, and then she's, like, so hurt in this situation that she's like, I'm never gonna love again. I vow to myself I'll never love again. She's just so heartbroken and lonely. And I feel like the desperate side of her really comes out, when she finds out that Aeneas is going to be leaving. Not only does he go about it the wrong way by trying to be sneaky and go behind her back, even though he's planning to tell her, she still hears it from somebody else first. And that, I think if I was in that situation, I'd be upset too. Because, like, you're leaving me and you couldn't even tell me yourself. You're planning to sneak off. You're, like, readying your fleet to go, and you weren't even going to say goodbye. Like, I would be very upset too. And she's already experienced, so much heartache. And, then she's ruined her reputation by marrying this Trojan exile and, not thinking about her people. And it's just, it's a tough situation, and now she's got to go back to this feeling, this lonely, this pain. And, she finally experienced love again, and now she's hurt all over. And, what really gets me is, when she's talking about, like, if you could have at least, left a small version of yourself, a child, just so she wouldn't be so lonely, so she could have some kind of love. I just think that shows how desperate she was. And so in that case, no, I don't think Virgil is trying to portray her in a negative light. I hurt for her. I really do. Yeah, but I think that answers the question. Thank you.